The side lengths of the figure below are given in centimeters. So we have our figure below. It's kind of a weird shape, not a regular polygon. A bunch of different side lengths. Some are the same, most of them are different. If the perimeter of this figure is 78 centimeters, what is the value of x? Okay, these types of problems, they usually have something kind of like this on the EOC. For the 2014 EOC, they threw in a little twist. They gave you an x squared. Now remember, whenever you have an x squared, you're dealing with a quadratic. Okay? You can't put this x squared with any of these other terms. Okay? It's a different type of term. Alright. What we can do though, and this is the way I suggest approaching all these types of perimeter type situations, or sometimes area. I suggest combining all the like terms, and a really easy way to do that is to write everything up and down like this. 2x minus 3, that's that one. Another 2x minus 3. See how I put it below that? The reason I'm doing that is all my like terms are automatically together. Okay, it's very visual. It's a real friendly way to do this. Okay, 12 does not have an x. I'm going to put the 12 right here with all these regular numbers. 2x, I'm going to put that over here. It's almost like I'm making a little grid, a little table of the different types of terms. Now this x squared is all in his own group. He doesn't belong with any of these other guys because he has a squared. All right? So now I can add these guys together. The x squared is just x squared. All right? 2x plus 2 more x plus 2 more x, that's 2, 4, 6x. So I have x squared plus 6x. All right? And then that equals, when I add the negatives together, I get negative 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. All right? So here's what I have. Now, what is this? What's the point of what I did? What I basically did is I added all the sides together. This represents the perimeter. And we know the perimeter, which is all the sides added up, is equal to 78 centimeters. So I could say this is equal to 78 centimeters. Okay? So basically, I need to figure out what x is. Okay, now to do that, it being a quadratic, I actually want this to be equal to 0, and then I can find the solutions. To do that, I need to get this 78 over here by doing minus 78, and you might do this. You might do 6 minus 78, right here. 6 minus 78, and you get negative 72. So what I end up with, which I'll write over here, x squared plus 6x minus 72 equals 0. We can go ahead and put that in the y equals screen. X squared plus 6x minus 72. All right, and we're going to go ahead, we could graph it if we wanted to, but really we want to go to the table. Okay, let's go to the table. And here's what we're looking for. We're looking for 0 over here. That's going to give us the value of x. When y is 0, it gives me the value of x. So here's one, it's 6, 0. But remember, it being a parabola, there's going to be 2 of them. There's a 0, and there's a 0. And here's the kind of the predicament. We have negative 12. That's an answer choice. We also have positive 6, I believe is what we saw, right? That's an answer choice. So we can get rid of these guys. But here's where we're at kind of a point of decision. They're both solutions. Which one is the right answer? Well, if you think about it, one of these doesn't make sense in real life. If I have 2 times negative 12, I get negative 24. Minus 3 is negative 27. There's no such thing in real life as a negative length. So the negative 12 doesn't make any sense. all right? Doesn't make any sense in real life. That's where you kind of have to reason, you know, what really makes sense and what doesn't. That's why the answer is 6. Now, if you had trouble following this, or say you just totally did not even realize it was a quadratic, you could still plug in your answer choices into X, or what I would do is probably get the terms combined, that'd be easier. But even if you didn't, you could plug in your answer choices into all these, spend some time adding them all up, and see what comes out to 78. So even if you didn't know any of this, you should still be able to get this right easily. You would still realize that, and this is why you need to go through all the choices, you would realize that both of these work. Now if you saw this and plugged it in and did that and you got the right answer, which you would choose this one, but you would have failed to realize that negative lengths don't make sense. Okay, so you would need to do the other answer choices, realize that there's 2 of them that work, and to decide on this one because this one makes sense in real life. Okay, so that's how that one works.